The i5 is an interesting car, a throwback to prior BMWs, if you would say. Before we get into it, I want to thank BMW of Fairfax for letting me review this car. If you're looking for a new or used BMW, contact BMW Fairfax. As an enthusiast, I'm always looking to work with people that are just as enthusiastic about helping people as much as I am. So, contact BMW Fairfax and let them help you pick your next BMW. Now, on to the i5. The i5, design-wise, I think kind of takes us back to the Bengal era of BMW design. Now, they didn't go crazy for the grille like they've done for the iX, for instance, or the 4 Series. This thing still has a presence, though. They've had some LED light, accent lighting around the grille to help kind of accentuate the grille and make it pop. Not a bad design feature, especially because this is an electric car, so there is no grille. Now, underneath the grille, there is active cooling. There are flaps that open and close, depending on cooling needs, that for efficiency purposes, right over here. Now, I also want to talk about the lights. Something that most enthusiasts seem to miss are, gone are the days of the Corona rings or the angel eyes, as they were called. Instead, replaced with kind of like a half shape and a little lighting element in the bottom that kind of makes it feel like a Corona ring, but not really. No. But overall, I really like the way this car looks, especially in M guise. On the sides, we have our air curtains, passing air through the wheel and out on both sides. We have a front camera and, of course, the radar for the adaptive cruise. I really enjoy the way this thing looks. Again, I kind of remind me of the E60 generation, just modernized. I think this thing kind of looks better than the F generation 5 Series, in my opinion. I love it. Now, let's talk about some of the features on the side and in the back. Side profile, again, I think it really brings out E60 vibes to me. Now, the 20-inch wheels with the red brake accented calipers, I love. The door handle that kind of is recessed in, so I can just stick my hand underneath and open. And now to lock, either I can put my fingers on the ribs or I could walk away. If you get out of the car and walk away, the car will automatically lock. That is a setting you can turn off, but when you get close to the car, it also unlocks. Really nice feature, and it works every single time, unlike some other manufacturers, which we won't talk about here. This car, as spec'd, is $92,000, base price of $84,100. Now, let's go into the back and let's talk features before we hop inside. It's the same story. Really gives off the E60 but modernized kind of vibes. I kind of like it. Now, a really cool feature that most cars today have is the kick to open trunk. You probably are familiar with it, but a lot of people will play the hokey pokey. They'll kick and they'll wiggle and they'll slide. Not supposed to do that. With the BMW, take the badge, go straight down to the middle, and all you do is kick. Once you kick, lights flash, it'll open up. Same thing when you want to close it. Underneath, middle, kick, lights will flash, it'll beep, and down it comes. Little trick for you guys. Now, around back, you can see that the i5 with the blue accenting, telling you it's electric. Your rear parking sensors, right here, your ultrasonic sensors. That is refreshing to have. Some manufacturers don't believe in parking sensors and, can't tell how far something is. Other than that, I really like the way this rear end looks. The diffuser with the aero details, really nice. I don't personally like the rear reflectors. Tell me what you think about that in the comments. I'm not a huge fan. I wish they'd been able to incorporate it into the taillights, but minor, just a minor niggle in my opinion. So with that said, let's talk about some of the features inside. This thing is a tech behemoth. So, rear legroom in the i5 for someone who's 5'8", really, really good. 36.5 inches of legroom, 39 inches of headroom. I'm very comfortable back here. I think, I mean, if I was traveling in this thing, I wouldn't have an issue at all. I've got a USB-C here, got a USB-C here, rear heated seats. This would be comfortable no matter how long I sit back here. Yeah, not an issue at all. I think BMW has done a fantastic job with this. And I mean, as a luxury, if you want to go out to lunch with family or coworkers, yeah, they're not going to be complaining. Now, inside the i5, same story. We have a great steering wheel with a flat bottom. I have a 12.3-inch instrument cluster with a 14.9-inch infotainment display. I really like this. We're going to delve deep into the menus, and it's a little confusing, but we'll talk about that. Now, the front display for the driver for the instrument cluster is not as customizable as some other cars, but I can change the way it kind of feels, I want to say. I can have it in kind of a regular setting, a more sporty setting, or an even sportier setting that just displays my speed and gets rid of everything else. I can also have my certain things like my map in front of me, or my camera, or my front camera, or for instance, my route. It's nice, or navigation. It's nice, but I wish it was a little bit more, had a bit more customization where I could change what I wanted, like media. It has a really nice feature where you can put your, like, see how many G-forces the car is pulling, which is awesome. But I still wish it had a couple more features for customization. Now, inside you can see this beautiful glass kind of trim, and it's backlit. Now, if I go into the settings, I can actually change what color this is, and it's got a plethora of colors to choose from. I personally really like the way the purple or blue look. You can have lighting effects for when a call comes in. The lights can have animations. It's really, really cool. Me personally, I like this purple or indigo. I think indigo also adds a really nice blue hue. This is a really, really nice feature. Now, what I really want to talk about is what controls have changed. BMW's gone more towards touch. But there are no buttons per se, but everything is now touch oriented. So everything down here, where the iDrive lives, except for the volume rocker, is touch. The media, the telephone. So if I want to go to media, I tap, and you kind of feel it go down. Same thing with tel and nav. The navigation, the infotainment system itself is a little finicky. It has so many different apps that you can choose from that you kind of get lost in what you can do. As you can see, like, there's just a boatload of apps here, and you know it's kind of too much. You have a setting for interior, you have a lighting, you have a setting for doors and windows, you have a setting for BMW Assist, your personal assistant. It was a bit cleaner when it wasn't just an individual app. Everything wasn't an app, but like the settings maybe should have been an app, and then you can have certain things in there, and then you can have certain things in media, and have, you know, that kind of cleans things up. But other than that, I think this thing is absolutely fantastic. I love the quality. I love the way everything feels, and it just oozes class. If you're looking for a car that in the mid-range is comfortable and quiet, you really can't go wrong. The i5 really does make a case for itself. And if you're an enthusiast, you kind of realize where BMW has been and where they've come from and where they're going. I can certainly appreciate what they've done here, and honestly, I think, you know, they're onto something. I just love the way everything feels in here. You also have a really nice selfie camera right here. And you can take pictures of the interior of your car. I honestly believe that we're in a place where we're on the cusp of where we're gonna see something big. Now this stuff was a shift, right? The automotive market shifted, but now we're gonna start to see huge changes as technology starts to mature. But I am very impressed with this thing, and I genuinely think that BMW is onto something. Let's talk closing thoughts, and we'll move forward from there. Let's wrap up the i5 M60. What is it? Well, it's a luxury electric vehicle for someone who wants quality and peace of mind. The i5 is rated at 270 miles of range. Now, a lot of factors come into play: temperature, your driving habits, all that good stuff. But if you look at the market, electric drivers only drive 20 to 30 miles a day. So you go to work, go to gym, come back home, plug in. So I don't think charging will be an issue, or range will be a big issue. What this feels like, for a first attempt for BMW at electric sedan, they came out swinging. The technology, the quality, the materials, everything feels solid. They didn't skimp on any of the important parts of this car. Now, whether you like electrification or not, you can't disagree that this, compared to some of its competitors, like a car like the Model S, I think I take this at $90,000. I know some people are gonna say, oh, you know, they're not in the same category, blah, blah, blah. Well, they're in the same price range. And I personally think that regardless of tech or FSD or whatever, this thing is the complete package. It gives you the quality, it gives you the drive, it gives you the comfort and the tech. Now, I personally think that if you showed up in one of these, you would actually have people talking to you more than a Model S. That, my friends, is impressive for your first shot. I can't wait to see what the second generation has to hold. Now, folks, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, comment, and share with your friends. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks again to BMW Fairfax for letting me review this. Hopefully, I can take this out on a drive and give you driving impressions. See y'all in the next video. Take care.